going fishing all of the time. Baby going fishing too. That's your life, your sweet wife. Catch more fish than you. Many fish bites if you got good bait. Here's a little tip that I would like to relate. Many fish bites if you got good bait. I'm a-going fishing, yes, I'm going fishing, and my baby going fishing too.
You know, I would like to know who said fish are more hungrier at night.
I have no clue. I can't even see my hand in front of my face.
Oh, try these.
What are these?
They're great. They're night vision goggles.
Ooh, cool.
Just like they use in the Gulf War.
Cool.
These things are dirt cheap right now.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Turn it on here.
Huh?
Okay. Wait a minute. Wow.
Yeah. What did I tell you?
Cool.
Amazing, isn't it?
It's like in a whole different world out here now. Oh.
Huh?
Man. Oh, yeah.
What did you see?
Oh, nothing. No, it's really peaceful. So, the Americans could see at night.
Mm-hmm.
How come they killed so many of their own guys?
Well, somebody had to. You know, the Iraqis certainly weren't shooting anything. Can't have a war without any harrowing stories to tell your friends later at the bar. You know, I was in the Gulf War. Lost my best shoe. Hi, welcome to the Fishing Show. I'm Rich Hall. That's Mike Wilmot. This is our third show in the series, and already this is shaping up as the BBC's most popular fishing show ever. Why? Because not only do we fish, we also tackle the important problems facing the world today. Because we're solutions-oriented guys.
That's right. We're not just out here for the halibut. Right. You've never done a bad joke. Get off your perch.
Today we're going to be talking about freedom. Not the kind of freedom that a couple of fellas like us enjoy out on this beautiful, pristine Scottish loch. I'm talking about the kind of freedom that, say, America tries to impose on other countries who aren't even sure what freedom really is. How do you describe it? In many ways, Mike, fish are the perfect democracy.
In which way?
Well, in the fact that they have no elected leaders, they govern by instinct, they're a perfectly integrated society. Fish never fight with each other. They're non-secular. Fact, 99% of all fish are evolutionists. They're not remotely religious. Angelfish, slightly religious, but they just think they're special. We could learn a lot from these fish, couldn't we, Mike?
You bet we could. And I'm no brain sturgeon, but I agree with you 100%. Okay.
You know, it's been a few months now since George Bush invaded Iraq. What he called Operation Shock and Awe. Very American term, very grandiose. See, that's what Americans do. Turn everything into a Steven Seagal film. It's Operation Shock and Awe. That's why I got to appreciate the British, much more level-headed. They would never call anything Operation Shock and Awe. Would have been called Operation Poorly Funded and Mismanaged. But that's not my point. My point is the bill for this war. And when I say bill, I mean bill. There is a bill for the war. That's what the Senate calls it, the bill.
It's a bill.
Like it's a restaurant meal. Hey, who ordered Saddam? Because we didn't get it.
No.
$80 billion. That is the cost of the war. Britain's part of that is $8 billion. So the question is, was it worth it? That's what we're going to discuss today. Plus, we're going to try to land a couple of plump walleye pikes.
You betcha.
Up this morning before the sun, fixed me some coffee and a honey bun. Jumped in my pickup, gave her the gas. I'm going out to catch a 5-pound bass.
We're fishing in the Trossachs in Scotland today, and we're going for the big hefty pike. Now, I'm going to be using my favorite fly, which is this shimmy popper with a very delicately golden marabou on it, which certainly attracts the fish and It also has two eyes that kind of float around, and they almost look like they're looking at you. It's a little nymph, and this was tied by a Crow Indian woman in Montana, and it's made it all the way to Scotland now. And I think that's good for the economy of these beleaguered people who were slaughtered by the American cavalry in the 1800s and really didn't have a chance. I mean, you know, the cavalry just came in and...
Talk about the lure, for God's sake.
So anyway, this is coated in crab fat. I'm going to use double strength leader and a little luminescent bobble to float that gently on the surface. Mike, what are you using?
I'm going to use corn, but I'm having trouble getting this string around it.
Well, I'm going to put in the first cast of the day, and it's really a shame about those Crow Indians, you know. I mean,
don't get started. Hey, just relax.
They're not all drunks.
You know, I feel a bit sheepish talking about this Saddam thing, you know. I'm Canadian. We weren't really that involved.
You don't have to feel that bad about it.
You know, we were hit pretty hard with that SARS thing. You know, we would have just infected all the troops. We were in Afghanistan. The Canadian government couldn't afford to buy us desert fatigue, so we were wearing jungle camouflage. That's right, we were dressed as trees in the deserts. The Americans still managed to kill 4 of us. What do you got to do, eh? Next conflict, we're going to dress as ducks and bring our own chairs.
What accountable evidence do we have to show for our war in Iraq? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Remember on September 12th, 2001, Bush stands up on that pile of rubble and he says, "All right, we're going to show these folks we mean business." Folks. He called them folks.
Folks.
They're terrorists. They're not folks. They're not sitting on a porch somewhere drinking mint juleps and strumming the banjo. Maybe it was a covert message. You know, Bush is one of those CIA guys. Maybe what he was trying to say is that Osama's hiding out in the Deep South. Look at the man's profile. Camouflage jacket, automatic rifle, beard. It's every man in Alabama right there. I saw him playing guitar for ZZ Top, but nope, nobody wants to listen to me. So now it's all been reduced to a pack of cards. Deck of playing cards. It's like a Cluedo game, you know what I mean?
Cluedo?
Yeah, all the characters. Dr. Death, Chemical Alley, Anti-Anthrax. They caught one terrorist and they charged him with 2,217 crimes. So it all evens out in the long run.
Oh, I see.
2,217. Man, you couldn't even have a conversation in prison with that many crimes. I'm doing 5 years for burglary. What are you in for? You don't have time. The thing is, he just hasn't done that much, Bush. What has he done? The man's approval rating is still 65 to 70%. 65 to 70% of Americans think that Bush is a great president. The man named his dog Spot. Dog doesn't even have spots. 65 to 70. Keep in mind, most of these polls are conducted at shopping malls. You know what I mean? So 65 to 70% of the people who weren't even savvy enough to cut a wide berth when they see somebody coming at them with a clipboard think he's a good president. Of course, they also think that donuts the size of truck tires are a good idea, so what do they know? So now all we have is this war that was just televised and edited and wrapped up in yellow ribbon, just like a miniseries.
Rich.
War, replete with its own vocabulary.
Rich.
Pockets of resistance. That was my favorite. It's a war. People are shooting at you. It's not pockets of resistance. It's a war. We were implementing the trousers of liberation, and we came across some pockets of resistance.
Rich.
What?
I don't want to seem indelicate, but...
What?
I've got to...
You got an opinion? Throw it in. Anytime.
Actually, I'm a bit uncomfortable.
Why? Canada helped out as much as they could under the circumstances. I think they sent all the troops a good luck card. That's good.
No.
What?
Let me put it this way. I got to go drop the kids off at the pool.
Well, why didn't you say so?
You seem to be getting into that little
Boy, it sure is a
rant
nice
there.
day today. I believe I'll go back out in the garden and dig I'm going fish, 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 fishing. I'm going fishing. Hook, sinker, and line.
Huh? How you doing? Jam?
Good idea.
You know this one? Old standard. Oh yeah. Let's get together and kill George Bush. Let's clean his clock. Put a big old fish hook in his mouth. Hang him on a dock. Let's get together and kill George Bush. It won't be treason. One reason. Folks from Greece. Grecians. Get together and kill George Bush. Crush him with a truck tire. This cannot be construed as a threat to the U.S. presidency as long as it's done in the interest of satire. So come on, you bastards, keep laughing. Just a little joke we're having. Still, the man could benefit from the slapping. Let's kill George Bush. David! Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Take it home. For signing evil to countries that he randomly selects, such as Iran and Iraq, and alphabetically. Ireland would be next. Is it crazy? Is it dumb? Well, no one's really sure when it says that the trouble with the French is they have no word for entrepreneur. It's not a joke. Get together and kill George Bush. Crush him with a waterbed. Thank God I can sit on a lake in Scotland and sing this and not worry about a red dot forming on my head. Let's put him on a bus. Before it kills all of us, let's get together. And get together. Let's kill him. You and me, David. Let's kill George Bush. Oh, yeah. I'm giving you that one for free. See ya. Well, look who's back.
Hey, Rich, don't you think you're being a little hard on the guy?
Well, somebody's got to be hard on him. Come on. That's what we do. It's our job to criticize, right? Nobody else is going to do it.
Oh.
I mean, come on. The guy gets most of his political references from comic books. Axis of Evil. That's right out of Spider-Man, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When they try to explain to him about Osama bin Laden, you have to refresh his memory. Hey, George, we still haven't found Osama. Who? Osama bin Laden, George. You know, billionaire. Lives in a cave.
Batman?
Yeah. You drive a Batmobile? Yeah, that's the guy, George.
Sounds to me, though, like you got an axe to grind or something.
I've got no axe to grind. No, maybe you should reflect on September 11th. It's been almost 2 years, you know what I mean?
I don't want to go back.
You ought to think about how it affected you. It affected all of us. Why don't you think about it?
I don't want to go back to that time. I went into a real depression for over a month. Couldn't eat, couldn't drink. I was just mad. I don't want to go into that spiral of darkness again. That was hell. Hell for me. Hell for me, Rich.
It's a horrible experience for everyone.
I just got over
Maybe
it.
you should go out on a boat and take a little time on your own and reflect. Think about it. Go.
Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right.
Come back when you thought about it.
Wow. September 11th. What a day. Started out beautiful. It was a great morning. The air was cold and crisp. I was out in the backyard drinking some coffee and playing with the dog, and that's when I heard the bad news. My neighbor popped her head out the window and said, "Hey, Mike, your dog's been scratching a lot, especially around the ear." Well, that's fungus, isn't it? Huh? So I grabbed the dog and head towards the car. I grabbed the back hatchback door and tried to open it. It's jammed. Hey, it's all rusty. 5 years old, that car. Piece of shit when I got it. Yeah, I don't even know why I buy them brand new. They just all fall to hell. Anyway, finally got that back hatch open. Shoved the dog in. We drove off to the vet. Regularly, that's about a half-hour drive. What? 2 hours. 2 hours with traffic. Crazy. Finally get to the vet's. Sitting in the office. I must have been there 45 minutes to an hour. Hey, no one's helping me. No one's even there. They're all in the back watching TV. This is supposed to be a business. Finally, the vet comes out and tells me, "Your dog's got an ear infection." I knew that, eh? I got the eardrops. Eardrop. $240 for eardrops. For a dog. Boy, they see you coming, those vets. They just screw you every time you come in. So I get the eardrops, and then we have to put one of those plastic cones around the dog's head so she can't scratch herself. Well, we get back into the car. Grab that hatch door, eh? Handle snaps off right in my hand. I could have screamed right there. It's not even 11 o'clock. I'm having the worst day of my life. I waited around maybe 2 hours for help. No one's there to help you. Eh? They're just walking by. They're flicking their cigarettes into the dog's cone. People. They're just, you know, they're all self-obsessive. It's all me, me, me. Nothing else is out there, you know? 2 hours outside that fucking car. I finally had to break a window. Break into my own car, eh? 2.5-hour drive all the way back. Jesus Christ. September 11th, 2001. That's the worst goddamn day of my life.
More than a feeling, baby, and walking away. Hey, you with the legs. What, you don't want to talk to me? Come on over here.
All right, I'm coming.
More than a feeling. I've had that song stuck in my head for 22 years. That's what was playing the night I lost my head.
How you doing, Mr. Severed?
Bobby. Call me Bobby. So all my friends used to call me. Come on, Bobby. Of course, I don't expect you to remember someone like me. You probably meet a lot of famous people.
Yeah.
Sit down. Oh, boy. Woo. Know what I'd give my left eye for right now?
What?
Shot a snort. Hooch. Bourbon.
Drink.
A nice drink would be lovely.
Right.
Don't suppose a fella like you would have something like that?
Just so happens.
Oh, you're a good man.
Look at that. Hey? Like the look of that, don't you, Bob, eh?
Hey!
Good, too. Come on. Just teasing you. Here you go, buddy. There you go, Bob. You enjoy getting in there. Hey, oh, yeah. That's good.
Daddy loves you very much. Woo! Can't feel my feet.
Very good.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah?
Do I frighten you?
No.
I mean, I can see where I could frighten a lot of people. On account of I come on so strong, you know. I say what's on my mind.
Well, I think you sort of got it made here, Bobby. I mean, you're all isolated away from the modern world, all the bullshit that's going on out there. You're not a part of it.
What do you mean?
Well, Afghanistan.
Never heard of it.
Hey, Iraq.
I don't know about that.
Palestine.
Where's that?
Twin Towers.
Who are they?
Bush.
Who?
Mad cow disease.
What got up their nose?
AIDS.
Well, good help is really hard to find. It always has been.
Yeah. Bob Hope died.
What?
Bob Hope died.
What?
Bob Hope died.
No.
Yes.
Say it ain't so.
Bob Hope died.
How?
Well, he was 100 years old, Bob.
You don't say.
Yeah.
Always felt he had a couple good movies left in him.
Oh.
It's terrible. Oh, Christ, I'm a mess.
You're not a mess, Bob.
I'm pathetic.
No, you're not pathetic. Think about it. You know, you got no real problems, eh? You don't have a job. You don't have any children to support. You don't have any car payments. I mean, you know, you have no earthly worries at all.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Floods. Hello? Floods. Squirrels. Constant menace.
Yeah. I think Chris Christopherson said it best when he said, freedom is just another word for nothing left to lose. Bob, you have nothing left to lose. I mean, this is your lot in life, and you're making the best of it.
Chris Christopherson, huh?
Yeah.
Had him in my limo once.
Really?
Total prick. Titty bars, that's all he wanted to go to. Titty bars, titty bars, titty bars. I don't know. Sometimes I think of just chucking everything, you know what I mean? Maybe picking up roots and finding myself a little spot in the sun. I can see it from here.
Like Spain?
No, right over there.
Oh, it's nice.
You're right, Mike. In a lot of ways I am lucky. See the sun come up every day. Still got a good head of hair.
Yeah.
Huh? Guess in a lot of ways I am lucky for a severed head.
Well, luckier than Vic Morrow's head.
Sometimes when Mike tells jokes, I have no idea what the hell he's talking about.
Well, I'm glad I could cheer you up, but I got to go fishing with my buddy, so
Oh, yeah.
I'll leave this here for
Yeah,
you.
good talking to you.
Good talking to you,
thanks
too.
a lot. Yeah. Yeah, thanks a lot. Mike,
Yeah,
band Boston.
Boston.
Boston. Still around, right?
Well, actually, no, they, Oh, no, yeah, they're together. Yeah, filled monster stadiums, hundreds of thousands.
Oh, that's good.
Changed the face of music.
Yeah, some things never change.
You betcha.
More than a feeling, baby, ain't walking away. Now listen,
Yeah.
just let Yuri have enough rope to hang himself.
Okay.
Okay?
I'm really nervous about this one.
Why?
Well, he's a mentalist,
Oh, you think you'll see it coming?
He's smelling a
He's
rat.
not a mentalist.
Oh, okay.
He bends spoons. That's what he does.
That's still pretty
You
amazing.
say spoon bender, what is the prominent name that comes to mind? Uri Geller. And it's just spoons.
Yeah,
Can't even
but
bend a fork.
we can't do forks?
Doesn't do forks, doesn't do any kind of cutlery but spoons, from what I understand.
Whoa. Didn't he work for the CIA?
Oh, yeah, he worked for the CIA. He worked in the cafeteria unbending all the spoons that the employees had bent. Listen, he's not going to see it coming. You just do what you have to do.
All right.
We're going to be doing viewers a huge favor.
Okay.
Do you fish, Yuri?
Well, I don't fish. Do you know why?
Why?
Because I'm a vegetarian.
Right.
I don't kill anything that is alive. And I'm even against harming fish. I believe that fish could be extraterrestrial in nature.
Yeah.
They were brought into this planet by some higher intelligence.
You have some dealings with the CIA.
I have.
If your government asked you to find Saddam Hussein or enlisted you for whatever patriotic reasons, would you do it?
I can't
And-
talk about those things.
Oh, no?
Sorry, Rich. Isn't this incredible? We're talking about
The CIA and suddenly a helicopter
and
appears.
there's a helicopter flying over us. We're being watched.
Now, Yuri.
We're being...
Now, Yuri. No
this,
need
the
to get
paranoia kicks in. I call this
all-
synchronicity.
I would think it'd have more to do with the shirt you're wearing.
Do you know if Saddam Hussein's still alive?
There's not much I can tell you about it because there are certain secrets involved, but I believe that he's alive, yes.
You think he's around here?
No, he's in either in a small village somewhere in the outskirts of Baghdad, or maybe in Syria or somewhere. Mike, do you believe in God?
No.
What about you, Rich?
Yeah, I do.
But we're still friends.
How come you don't believe in God?
You got me there, Yuri.
Yep.
I believe in snow.
So you do believe in Santa Claus then?
I believe in snow and Santa.
And you do believe in a snowman?
I believe I've made snowmen. I know there's snowmen.
So how do you know that a snowman doesn't have a spirit or a soul?
Oh, because that would be retarded.
Take it easy, Mike. Settle down. So when people ask you to define yourself, say, in one or two words, what do you say?
If I'd have to put it down in my passport, I would call myself author-paranormalist.
Yeah.
That's a good word. I like paranormalist. It sounds nice.
Boy, you must get some questions at customs, though. When you say paranormalist. I mean, it's got
Especially
nothing
when
for
they
you.
find 123 spoons in my suitcase.
What, you're still carrying the spoons? You still carry them around?
I carry them around because people want me to bend them for them. It's still an amazing
Don't you just sometimes want
phenomenon.
to take a spoon and just stab it in somebody's eye when they ask you to do that?
Not
I mean,
in their eye,
There's much
but
more to Uri Geller than bending spoons.
that's true. No, I would never think of stabbing someone in the eye with a spoon, but I think of stabbing the spoon or the fork in their car. Because I ebbed away from the spoon bending a long time ago.
Oh, of course.
But still, unfortunately, I'm remembered for that.
Yeah.
Uri Geller, the spoon bender.
Yeah.
You're here to fish, Yuri.
I know. And I also fought in the Six-Day War, and unfortunately I had to kill a human being, which changed my life. A Jordanian poked out of nowhere, aimed his weapon at me. I held my Uzi, we stared into each other's eyes, and I mean, I had to because it was a matter of survival.
You ever sing?
She may be the face I can't forget, a trace of pleasure or regret, maybe my treasure or the price I have to pay. She may be the song that summer sings. The lyrics are beautiful, listen.
Yes, keep going.
Well, it's hard for me to
Sing,
sing without
Yuri.
music. She may be the song that summer sings, maybe the chill that autumn brings, maybe 100 different things within the measure of a day. She may be the beauty or the beast, may be the famine or the feast, may turn each day into a heaven or a hell.
Holy fuck. And ultimately, Mike, we got to ask ourselves, was it worth it to liberate Iraq, or any other country for that matter? Are they any better off? The only time they ever looked happy was when they were looting, just grabbing lots and lots of useless shit, because ultimately, that's what makes people happy in a democracy. Lots of useless shit. For instance, I saw this photo in the paper. It was an Iraqi prisoner of war. He was kneeling down in front of all these soldiers, American soldiers. He had plastic handcuffs on his wrists, but he was wearing a Dunkin' Donuts t-shirt. And I thought to myself, it's probably what saved his life. Donut t-shirt. No one would shoot a guy wearing a Dunkin' Donut t-shirt. That would be un-American. So when you add it up, we spent $80 billion to destroy a country. There's only 20 million Iraqis. That's $4,000 per Iraqi. We could have just dropped the money on their heads. 80 billion. For 80 billion, you could build 1,000 Dunkin' Donuts, 800 McDonald's, 5,000 Starbucks. That's how you destroy a country.